You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey. Hey, what's up, everybody? Come on in and get on that like button, please. The like button, subscribe button, share. Thank you so much. Ooh, look at this little loose piece of hair, child. But yes, what's going on? What's going down? What up? Welcome back to the table one more again. Hey, what's up, hoodies? Hood Table Nation, subscribers, members, family, friends, supporters, everybody, all above. Tonight, we are going to be reviewing The Basketball Wives, and we are now on season 9. It's right there on the bottom of the screen. Season 9, episode 3. Where's my spectacles? I don't know where my glasses are. See, this is what happens when you get new glasses. You don't always keep up with them. I had took a nap earlier, and I took them off my face. Oh, here they go. Here they go. Here they go. Let me put on my little glasses. Yes, but come on in. I hope all of my BBW fans and that could mean big black big beautiful woman and Basketball Wives. But I hope all you guys who are fans of Basketball Wives had a chance to watch the latest episode. And let me know if you guys can hear me okay, or if you can hear me okay. I don't want to be too close to the mic. But let me know if I start staticking or anything like that, because I'm not the only one who has been having difficulties with StreamYard. Other people have been having difficulties with StreamYard as well, and I am watching it on my phone. Trying to make sure that I'm coming in clear. But anyway, and also let me know if you watched the most recent episode and what you thought about the episode and what you thought about the different storylines and the ladies, from Jackie all the way to the new chick, Liza, Lamar Odom's baby mama, ex-wife, But yeah, let me know what you thought about that. But last episode, episode 2, Jackie, she had warned us. She said that we are not going to want to miss this shit. And she was referring to their little 2-week vacation in the mansions, because she said it as far as Jackie said, now this is Jackie's words, it's going to be the event of the year, the biggest Pandarosa of them all. So I'm like looking forward to some shit popping off, at one or both of these mansions, right? Because they're in 2 different mansions, right? And we finally got a chance to really like look around, the mansions, or at least the one where Shawnee and them is, because of Jackie. When she came over, she just had to be nosy, had to snoop around, had to see what all they had to compare it to the one she got. But now I know Shawnee got some good money, but Jackie got some good money too. But it seemed like Shawnee's mansion was probably on a much higher scale than that Jackie was in. She was like, oh, theirs is really, really, really nice. And I'm like, well, damn, if you gonna go whole mansion shit, you might as well pay what you weigh, child. Shoot, do it big. Otherwise, stay at home. I'm just saying. Or just get some beach house or something like the Housewives of Atlanta did. But anyway, hey, Just Teresa, how you doing, love? Thanks for tuning in tonight. But yeah, feel free to let me know your thoughts on this particular episode or any of the past episodes. But Phoebe, it looks like everybody else came except for Phoebe. And as we saw Phoebe, she was exposed. Keep in mind this was recorded and filmed last year, kind of at the height of the CBD-19 coming to the States. So Phoebe, she couldn't join them because she was exposed to somebody who has COVID. So therefore, she has to be on a 2-week, quarantine. And who was that on the show? Who was it? I can't remember exactly who it was, but somebody said, I hope she can make it. I'm like, make it when? Because they only supposed to be there for 2 weeks on vacation, and that's how long that you got to be. That's like the minimum time you're supposed to be quarantined. So if Phoebe makes it out there, child, it ain't even that pressing for you to go on vacation with a whole bunch of crazy women and you done been exposed to CBD-19, because from some people I know, when they took the test, it came back positive and they were around people and that's why they took the test. And then like a week or so or a few days later, they went back to take the test and it was positive. So sometimes you get a false negative, on the first round. But Anywho, so she wasn't going to be there. And at the beginning of this episode, Evelyn had mentioned that 2020, just like it has done to a lot of other people, it has been kicking the shit out of everyone. From social justice, the Black Lives Matter movement, to the pandemic. And so she needs a break, such as a 2-week vacation. And that's basically what they did. Jackie got her a mansion. Evelyn got her a mansion. Now, I was wondering who was paying for these mansions. I always wonder that. Like when they do these trips and stuff, does the show say you guys are allotted, 2 or 3 trips throughout the season? No more than this amount, or do that come out of their pockets? I always wonder that. But if y'all know, let me know. But as far as these mansions are concerned, they just jumping up and go. I really do wish that I could go on vacation very soon. It's been a couple of years. We normally go every year somewhere, whether we're driving or flying. So I cannot wait till that day comes when I feel comfortable enough to get butt out there. I'm going to take the first, train smoking, flight lifting, car driving somewhere. I'm ready to go anywhere other than Walmart, because I swear that's the only place I go like once a week or once every other week. But anyway, besides Phoebe, all the ladies had arrived at the assigned mansions, and although both mansions were beautiful, Malaysia was relieved as hell to find out that Jackie will not be one of her roommates, and that was definitely the right thing to do. Put Jackie in her own crib in Malaysia somewhere else, because as we can tell, Malaysia is still in her feelings, about their whole situation with, Jackie speaking on her kids, how she's raising her kids and taking care of her kids. And while on the other hand, Jackie seems to not be as upset over their fallout. Like, is that what y'all getting from Jackie? Like, she seems like, yeah, she wishes that she in Malaysia or her in Malaysia, were friends again. But Jackie ain't tripping, all like Malaysia has been. So it's a good thing that they are in separate houses. As far as Jen though, she's trying to be on this whole new level. This whole new level of life. And she feels like she's in a really great space, in her life. She claims that she doesn't want any enemies. She don't want to be around any drama, and that she wishes no ill will on anyone. But when they were discussing the issues among the ladies, Jackie and Jen seem to have a difference of opinion. To me, Jackie was saying that the issues are petty, immature, and no big deal, whereas Jen blames it on a lack of accountability. And I do agree somewhat, because a lot of the blame that has been put on Jen over the years, some of that she should have definitely received, but a lot of that blame should have been spread around but it never gets spread around. It's like two people could be doing the same very thing or very similar things on this show, whether it's, fighting or cursing somebody out or talking about somebody or, jumping over a table, but only one of them will receive the backlash. And why? Because of favoritism. Favoritism. And mind you, I didn't say colorism, which OG has been accusing some of the ladies of, right? I didn't say colorism, favoritism. And speaking of that, when OG showed up, she informs Jackie and Jen that her and Kwame are trying to have a baby and leave it up to Jackie's freaky ass. Man, she was like, all you gotta do is lift your leg up high on the wall and back it up and all that. I was like, child, please don't listen to Jackie. Jackie swears that's the way to have a son. I didn't do all that. I didn't have my legs all on the walls and all that kind of stuff. I stayed in the bed or maybe on the floor. But I got my two sons out the deal. So, hey. But whatever works for you, huh? Whatever works for you. Who else was there? Okay, Liza, she showed up. And as far as Liza, I couldn't help but to wonder what kind of experience will this 2-week vacation be for her? Because out of all the ladies, she's only been around them a few times. And on top of that, Liza already has enough issues going on with her ex-husband, right? The former NBA player, Lamar Odom. And Lamar, as she stated before, has not really been doing his part, assisting her financially with the kids. And during a conversation with Shawnee, Liza revealed basically how he ain't shit. He ain't shit, period. And I can't stand that, though. I cannot stand when men do that. Like, this man had made a lot of money over time, right? He was supposed to have like some college funds set up for the kids or whatnot, helping her out with certain things, and he ain't come through. You know what I mean? So I hate when men just leave their kids and their kids' mother to fend for themselves, especially when they know good darn well that they should be taking care of their kids. Take care of your children. But not only that, as far as that Kardashian or any other woman, because he was with one of them Kardashians, I just cannot be with a man who's doing for my child and not for my own. Like, it wouldn't even feel right. I've never been with a man who had other children and he never saw them, or he didn't pay his child support, or he didn't pick them up every week or every other week. They weren't at our house. They weren't playing, with my oldest son. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that is such a turnoff, because if we get really, really serious and I see you not taking care of your other seeds, I ain't gonna be trying to move forward with your ass. Shoot, in fear you might not even want to take care of mine. But ours, I should say. But anyway, even though they have like even if you don't have a lot of money, the both of them together, him, the Kardashian, they could have came together and gave a couple of love offerings, here and there or whatnot, because he might not be rich anymore. But what happened to what's mine is yours and what's yours is mine. A lot of women want to marry a man, but they don't want to gain the responsibilities if they have children. They're like, them kids ain't taking none of my shit. They ain't getting none of my paycheck. You put your name in this, I put my name in that. It's like, okay, you supposed to accept their children, they accept your children. Trust me, if your man is slacking and that man that you bring into the family is taking care of them kids, I bet you ain't gonna say shit then. You're gonna be like, he loved me so much, he taking care of all my kids. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. But some women will be like, if we buy a house, it's gonna be only in my name because she ain't gonna be trying to see. But anyway. But how do y'all feel about what Evelyn was saying to Liza? Getting to that. Excuse me, let me take a drink. Yes, ooh. But how do y'all feel about Evelyn, what she said to Liza? When she said, she basically, somewhat told her that she needs to move on. Like, who are you, Ev, to tell someone if your baby daddy ain't did shit by now, just leave it alone? And that's like, I hate when people tell somebody, don't file child support, because if they ain't doing nothing right now, they'll never do nothing. So why file child support? And as far as I'm concerned, child, As long as he's able to work, then I'm filing child support. Because just like I have to carry the kids on my shoulders till they grown, and even while they in college, because that one that's still living here, full-time student, just like the other one who moved out, who was a full-time student, I still be help taking care of them. They still on my insurance, on my car insurance, health insurance, all that kind of stuff. So, if I'm gonna carry the kids on my shoulders, then you gotta help carry. So it's gonna be child support on your shoulders if it kills your ass. Even if it kills your ass. That means even if he dies with that debt. That's right. I said it. But because of that fact, the other ladies, every one of these ladies in this house, well, yeah. Every one of the ladies in the house or in both of the mansions on the show, kind of besides like Liza, the other ladies have issues with her. So I was thinking like that was a little shade from Evelyn because even though Liza doesn't have any issues with the other women in the household and all the other women do, Liza, isn't this supposed to be a girls' trip? It's like a getaway. They want to get away. They want to, meditate, work things out, just get some time away from the day to day. And on a girls' trip, don't you usually talk about shit that you got going on? So even if she ain't got no issues with y'all, she can't talk about her own personal issues. I'm like, that's wrong. Evelyn was like, fuck Lamar. She basically said, fuck your baby daddy. We ain't come here to listen to you complain about your baby daddy. Like, oh no, we come to listen to how OG keeps saying you guys are colorist. Okay. Anyway, let that girl get her shit off her chest, Evelyn. For all means, let that girl get her shit off her chest. But anyway. At first, I honestly thought that these two mansions, I thought they would be like right next door, really close to each other. But when Jackie wanted to go to the other mansion, she was like, "What's the address, Ed? Where y'all at?" She's like, "Let me get an address." So they had to drive. I don't know how far away it is. It seemed like it took a minute. But while everybody, at Jackie's mansion was just chilling, relaxing, she thought visiting the other house would be the respectful thing to do. And Jen was like, whatever, just don't bring back any of that negative energy, that negative vibe, when you return back to our crib. And of course, when Jackie got there, she just had to be nosy. Like I was saying earlier, she was being nosy. She had to have a whole tour of the, entire mansion, checking out their digs, seeing what they really had going on up in there, trying to compare the two mansions, basically trying to see how much more money they probably spent on their mansion than hers. You know what I mean? But anyway, you know how bougie rich people are. But anyway, after a while of her, running around and checking out the mansion and stuff, Shawty was like, damn, Jackie, sat your ass down somewhere. Enough sightseeing. You done seen enough. Now sit down, and let's talk. Let's have a sit down. Jackie, once they were able to finally pull her, away from snooping, Kristen had mentioned to her how she feels about OG accusing them of being a colorist. And once again, Evelyn broke down crying. She was really crying this time, shaking and everything. Stating how much that the accusations really hurt her to the soul. Not just hurt her, but hurt her to the soul, to the core. But to you guys, do you think that Evelyn seems sincere? Like, do you feel that Evelyn is innocent of being a colorist or not? Let me know one way or the other. We didn't say all the names that she didn't call people, how she didn't treat people. Let me know if y'all think she's innocent of being a colorist or not. And for that matter, what about Shani? Now, Shani did say to Jackie that although she has played favoritism to Evelyn, she knows that neither she nor Evelyn are colorists. And the funny thing about that is that we already know that. There's always been a lot of favoritism on this show. And that statement led me back to when I was speaking about Jen in the beginning of this show. Evelyn can get away with murder on every single episode. And Shawnee won't say a damn thing. But let somebody else react to somebody else who's coming for them or threatening them or jumping across the table at them, or you know what I'm saying? Then it's time to kick them off the show because they were being much too aggressive. For example, OG. Need I say more? Need I say more? And even Jen said it to Kristen. She was like, you guys keep calling her aggressive. Okay. OG did push Evelyn into the bushes when Evelyn was chasing down Cece. And that was funny. I will never ever forget that shit. That was hilarious. She did push her in the bushes, but that's it. Evelyn, almost since day one of this show, since the first time she stepped foot on the set, has been aggressive, overly aggressive. And within the last year or so, she calmed down a lot. I have to be honest. She might talk a lot of stuff, but I don't remember the last time I seen her throw a shoe or throw a cup or throw a drink into my face or jump over a table. I ain't seen that. The last thing I really saw was when she was chasing down Cece. I might have to think a little bit harder to find something else, but overall, for the last year or so, she has toned it down. Now, I don't know if that's the sake of her being on the show or not, because she did take a hiatus at one point. So, I don't know if they told her, when you come back, bitch, ain't no more fighting, damn it. And y'all too damn old to keep up here throwing drinks in people's face. Leave that to the the love of hip hoppers. You know what I'm saying? Even though they getting up there in age too. But anyway, while Shawnee, is open to having a discussion with OG, Jen is not open to speaking with Shawnee. Therefore, Shawnee told Jackie that if they are not moving forward and making progress to do better, that's a space that Shawnee does not want to be in. So, was Shawnee basically trying to say she's willing to discuss their issues, but if they cannot agree to disagree, then she's done with it? Like she's washing her hands from it? Or in other words, she's willing to respectfully listen to OG, but is refusing to apologize for something that she feels she did not do. I don't know, but along with Shawnee and OG, Kristen, Malaysia, after speaking with Shawnee, some of them are now open to speak with, Jackie and Shawnee, but what Malaysia actually said was, as far as her, speaking to somebody, she said she's willing to listen to what Jackie has to say, and that's only if there's an apology coming from out of Jackie's lips. That, along with, of course, a promise to never, ever have her kids' names in her mouth again. And I don't think Jackie will ever do that. I think she learned her lesson. She was carrying in a bone because, remember, somebody had told her that mess. And instead of her bringing it to her good friend, Malaysia, she went around the world and told everybody the rumors, the gossip, the tea. And Malaysia was like the last one to know. Everybody else is, looking at her like, you can't take care of your kids. You can't afford your rent or your mortgage or whatever. You know what? You behind in bills. You ain't... It was a whole mess. So I think Jackie, even though she's not as upset as Malaysia is, I think Jackie did learn her lesson. So there may be a chance a few of them can mend their relationships or at least be cordial to one another. You know what I'm saying? Because Malaysia, she really thinks that everything is fixable. As long as there's some love there, as long as there's some compassion there, even if Evelyn doesn't agree, it's always fixable. And I think so too. If there's love there, compassion, I think so. I think any relationship can be fixed. When it comes to friendships, I ain't talking about relationships, because sometimes you just have to love a brother long distance. Yeah, I still love you. We got kids together, but I don't want shit else to do with you. Only call me when it's something to do with the kids, and once they get old enough to have their own phone, don't even call me no more. You got their number. But yeah. So Evelyn, she Doesn't agree. And again, Jen doesn't either. Jen was like, Jackie, why would you even mention my name? I know you always want to be the peacemaker, but it ain't no peace to be made with them hoes. Yo, I was cracking up. Jen, because Jen is like Bougetto. Jen is like me. She's like Bougetto. Like, she can come off like so. I ain't saying I'm Valley. I'm not Valley, but I do have a really nice, like, professional voice. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, when I'm off the clock, it's like, what up, you know, what it is, just, But anyway, I'm just like, she just wants to be. She don't want to be around the drama. If it ain't peace and soul grease. Jen don't want to be about it. Like, she is so zen right now. She is so zen. She just wants to be zen Jen. Like, she's in a place of zen right now, and she shall not be moved. At least not for right now. At least not for right now. Now, as far as Kristen and OG, they did decide to have a little sit down, with each other. Specifically, Kristen wanted to know, how the hell did we get here? How did we get here regarding colorism? Kristen, she claims she didn't understand how OG could think that she is a colorist. And but that's also how Evelyn and Shawnee feel. They like, we don't understand. Why would you think we're colorists? Like, yeah, Evelyn called Cece Ling Ling, which is very racist. Very racist. To call somebody of Asian persuasion Ling Ling. That's messed up. Then she called Jackie a cockroach. You know what I mean? So, but they're still up here like, how could you say we're colorists? But Kristen, I think she really didn't understand because they're both brown skin. Kristen isn't as dark as OG, but she's darker than Evelyn and Shawnee. And just when I thought they were off to a good start, I'm thinking they on a roll. They are about to come to a resolution. Kristen says, maybe I've always chosen the lighter side because I just don't like you. Like, maybe I was just being petty. Why do you have to just assume that I'm a colorist? Because I always ties with Shiny or Evelyn. That doesn't make me a colorist. Maybe I just don't like you. And I was like, hey, that's shady as hell, but at least she's being honest. I gotta give her that. At least Krista was being honest. And then, she was saying something like, when Kristen was saying, we're both black, we're both brown skinned. I don't get it. And then OG basically told her, it's not because you exude more African, it's not because she exude more African features and that Kristen exude more Western features, along with the side of good hair, might I add. Or is that really her hair? I think that's her hair. Yeah, I think that's her hair. But if it ain't, she still got some nice edges. But I really do think that's Kristen hair. I think she got some pretty hair. But so then she was like, oh, okay. So colorism isn't just about your complexion. It's also about your features. And I didn't even know that. I mean, and I don't even know if that's true because I haven't even looked it up. So y'all let me know. Well, y'all let me know because I've never heard that before. I always thought colorism was about the color. Black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian, Indian, the color. But anyway, in short, OG expressed not what she felt from some of the cast members, but what she experienced, which is something also Shani and them was like, man, what you mean what you experienced? If you experienced something and you were hurt, that means your feelings were involved. But OG keeps saying it's what I experience, and I ain't gonna lie, OG kind of confused me as well. I mean, like I said, I didn't know that colorism is not only about complexion, but also features. I'm like, I didn't know that. So, I don't know. My question to you guys, do you think OG is putting 20 on 10? I'm beginning to wonder. I'm really beginning to wonder and not wondering if she was discriminated against on the show. Because that's for her to say. I I don't want to say that, but that's just how she feels. And again, She said experience, but it's about how she feels. Bottom line is it's about how she feels. But is she steadily putting 20 on 10 for the sake of maybe her lawsuit? You know, because remember, after making those accusations, Evelyn filed a lawsuit for slander or defamation, and in return, OG is countersuing, stating that she suffered severe chest pains a few days after Evelyn sued her for defamation. This was back in October 2019. OG said it was so he had to go to the ER for treatment, according to the lawsuit. And along with that, per TMZ, OG also claimed, "Hey, Ms. Hogg, you said the colorism mess ain't never going to leave our culture." You right about that. You definitely right about that. I absolutely agree. Hey, Miss Hogg, how you doing, love? Miss Hogg is a member of the Hood Table Nation. And if you would like to become a member, all you have to do is click that join button right next to the subscription bell. Thank you so very kindly. Yes, it's a whole hot mess. And again, I'm starting to wonder if OG is putting 20 on 10. She said her chest pains was so bad she had to go to the ER for treatment, according to the lawsuit. And along with that, per TMZ, they said that OG claims Evelyn has the tendency to file lawsuits for the purpose of financial gain and media attention. And then OG goes on to list several lawsuits Evelyn has filed in the past. So do y'all think that OG is dragging this thing out because she just doesn't want to lose against Evelyn, since she knows Evelyn is, has a tendency to file lawsuits on people? But I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't even know if is the lawsuit still active. Like, did they ever come to a conclusion? Did somebody end up dropping one? Did they settle out of court? I mean, I don't know. I need to look all that up. You said you good, just got off of work. All right, now I don't have to work late anymore, y'all. Y'all know you know what? I went all the way back to the first week of overtime. Once the CBD started hitting hard last spring or last July or last summer or whatever. And I went all the way back to the first week I started working overtime every week, every weekend. And it was 8 months, y'all. 8 months of overtime. I worked every day overtime, every weekend overtime for 8 months. Besides like the holidays, and I took a few days off around my birthday. But besides that, I was working 7 days damn near for 8 months. And finally, we are caught up with disability claims. But now, another department needs some of us to help them out because they're so behind. So now, in 2 weeks, I have to get trained for another department, and it involves phones. And y'all know, if I ain't told y'all before, I absolutely hate being on the phones, customer service. I hate it. I did so much of it when I was younger. I worked at, y'all know, Nebraska, right here in Omaha, used to be the customer service, teleservices, capital of the world, because we smack dab right in the Midwest. So we had probably 50 telemarketers in this one city, back in the day. And I worked at least 10 of them. Shit. But so yeah, I got burnt out on the phone. So I ain't really done phone work in like 15 years. So no, I'm not looking forward to being on the phone. But from what they say, I'll only have to help out maybe a few hours times a week. But I already told my supervisor, now in our department, you can depend on me like crazy to work some heat. But when it comes to phones, don't ask me to work no overtime on phones because I don't want to be on the phones. I don't. And it's not just because I don't want to be on the phones, you guys, but when you're dealing with disability, it's sometimes in debt. And when you get a phone call from somebody and they say, my husband just died, my son just died, and they like crying all through the phone call, and you trying to keep them calm, and the phone call is already long enough, and then it takes you like an hour and a half to get through one phone call, and then you have to be so compassionate, and I am a very, very compassionate person, but you have to like put 20 on 10 when you're dealing with stuff like that. You know what I mean? and you might be up there trying to get all their information, and you kind of sometimes got, is like pulling teeth. When did they die? How did they die? But it's really hard. It's really hard. So this type of customer service is really draining compared to just calling people, asking them, do they want to extend their policy? Or, I used to work at this one telemarketing where it was like infomercials. It was all infomercials. So people call us to order bullshit that they would see on TV at like 3, 4 in the morning. I want to order that crock pot. I want to order that chair that shakes when you sit on it. I want to order that, yeah. So, yeah, when it deals with death, I'm just like, but anyway, you say customer service will definitely burn you out. Yes, it will. And it will burn you out mentally anyway. Yes. But anywho, back to the last thing I want to say about the housewives. I mean, about the basketball wives. How the heck did Jackie and y'all? How the heck did Jackie and Jen end up getting into it? Like, everything was going so well between those two. Their mansion, everybody in their mansion was getting along fine. Because of Jackie going on the other mansion and bringing up Jen's name, Jen got upset. Come bring me into it. Why do you even mention my name? You know what I'm saying? And this night, I guess, was just supposed to be about OG and Kristen, but it ended up ending with Jackie, upset at Jen. And evidently, Jackie was upset because she was getting yelled at by Jen for trying to get the ladies to work things out. But ain't that what Jackie always does? Like, even during the times when Jackie be the one starting shit, she always try to bring everyone back together again. Like Humpty Dumpty, she's always trying to put everybody back together again. And this time, though, Jen, like I told y'all, Jen, what does she call herself? She said, I am Zen Jin. Zen Jin. She's just in this peaceful place of serenity. And she don't want to be involved in no drama. I think Jen has got to the point where it seemed like and I mean, I understand her, but you on a whole reality show, and if there ain't no drama on the reality show, then the ratings go down. There ain't no reality show on television, on the internet, on Netflix, nowhere where there ain't drama involved. So, I mean, either get with it or get off the show. Okay, that's just my little thoughts on that. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. But yeah. And again, make sure you guys like the video, share the video, subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed. You said you haven't seen the episode yet. Have you done your Queen Sugar? Yes! I did. Did you miss it, Miss Hogg? You missed it. I did it, was it last night? Yeah, I did, yep, I did Queen Sugar last night. And I did the Real Housewives of Atlanta the night before that. And then, with me not working all this overtime, I got plenty of time because Miss Hall, you done follow me all the way from Tanya's Primetime TV, right? So normally I like to go live when I do my reviews, right? Because I like to talk back and forth with you guys. But when I started doing all that overtime 8 months ago, I had to start uploading my videos. Just doing quick little, 20, 30-minute videos and just uploading them so I can get through them real fast because I was working long hours. And as much as I want to be live with you guys, I knew it would take up much more time out of my day. And I was already doing much too much. But now that I don't have to do all that overtime and we're all caught up at work, I can do literally live reviews again. So yes, last night I did a live review of Queen Sugar. Then I did the Atlanta Housewives Monday. What's today? Thursday. No, I did the Atlanta Housewives Tuesday, I think. Oh, and then I did Bell Collective on Sunday. Sunday or Monday. So I'm pretty much caught up. The only thing I have to do now is, let's see, today is the 25th. So I have to do Sisters because Sisters came on last night. And then Bell Collective comes on again tomorrow. So tomorrow, as soon as I get off of work, I'm going to do, or maybe I'll leave that for Saturday. You know what? I think I'm going to leave Sisters and Bell Collective for Saturday. Since I don't have to work weekends anymore, I'm going to just get caught up on those too. And then remember, I didn't realize that I didn't do the finale of the Have and Have Nots. So I'm gonna do that probably Sunday. If I don't get all three, Bell and Sisters and the Have and Have Nots on Saturday, then I'll do the Have and Have Nots on Sunday. Cause I am really trying to enjoy my weekend, child. I ain't had a weekend, man. I ain't had a weekend off in months. Besides the holidays, I ain't had a weekend off in months, y'all. I ain't slept in on the weekend in months, y'all. So y'all already know how I'm feeling right now, right? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I got shows I gotta do this weekend. Bell, Sisters, and the Have and Have Nots, and we shall be caught up, y'all. Hey, I love when I can be caught up with all my shows and go live with you guys. What up, Miss Sislo? Hey, boo, what's going on? I hope everybody is doing well out there, and I hope you guys enjoyed my live review. And tomorrow night is Friday Night Live. Y'all know how it goes down on Friday Night Live. If y'all ain't never been here for Friday Night Live, I don't know what y'all be thinking, because it goes down on Friday Night Live, and I got some topics to discuss tomorrow night, 9 o'clock p.m. No holds barred, no topics off limit. We discuss everything from the hood to the White House on Friday nights at 9 p.m. And that also means that you bring your topics to the table. If you have anything on your mind, anything concerning you from your hood to the White House or behind, whether it's celebrities, TV shows, family, kids, it don't matter. We talk about everything on Friday Night Live. Whatever subject pops up, we'll discuss it. And we also have people up here on the screen with me. So up to 10 people can join me up here on the screen. So we all can be looking out at the chat together. But yeah, so that's what we do every Friday Night Live. So I'll be here tomorrow night, Friday, God willing. I'll be here Friday night, 9 p.m. I'll post a notification tomorrow during the, so you guys will get the notification when I go live. And everybody who's watching me from Facebook, please come over to YouTube. Please come over to YouTube and subscribe to The Hood Table. The name is there. The Hood Table, and that's also our Cash App. If you want to donate anything to me or to the Hood Table, and support our channel and support our growth, because we are growing. We might not be growing as fast as like these drama channels or the beef channels and things like that, but we are growing. You know what I'm saying? And I also, tomorrow night, the person who actually won this month's contest is not in the chat, but we did pick a name last Friday, but we ended up talking about, I don't know what we was talking about. Discussion just went on, and I forgot to mention the winner. So we're going to do that tomorrow night. We're going to mention this month's winner for the giveaway. And again, they are not in the chat. I've been seeing them around other people's chats because we do support some of the same people. So hopefully they'll be in here tomorrow night. You said no hoes. Hold up, Miss Hall. When we decided that no hoes can come to the Hood Table? What? Hold up, let me take a sip. The hoes ain't welcome to the Hood Table? I thought everybody was welcome at the Hood Table. Every color, every denomination. The gangsters, the wanksters, the hoes, the trolls, the baby mamas, the baby daddies, the church folks, the sinners and the saints. Everybody welcome to the Hood Table. So I'll see you tomorrow night too, my love. I think I know what Miss Hall was talking about. What you talking about when Jen said she can't get along with them hoes? Maybe that's what you talking about. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to get up off of here. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the Hood Table. And please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, IG, Stereo, and thehoodtable.com. I love you guys. Stay safe, be blessed, always remain vigilant, and don't forget to keep it hood. Bye.